My product brought to you by Aunt Jemima. See, I'm not racist. I hate everyone equally. This is a special video, guys. Check this out real quick first before I forget. Oh, should I still put it on there or no? And maybe on the other side I can put on. I don't. But it's just a piece of leather I cut out. I can decide whatever I want to do with it. See? I made a star. Ooh, a star. And it could go anywhere on there. This isn't actually. Look at the fucking suede. Like my finger. You know? It makes some marks in the suede. That's how good it is. And it's two pieces. I didn't just fold it over and do it. See, it's two pieces. It's sewn all the way around. And I flip it inside out. So I bought some black round string to do too for some bags. I don't know. But should I put the star on here? Boom. Anyway, beyond that, let's get into something real serious. Let's break this shit fucking down right now. Okay? Number one, what I said on. Now, this is going to be a lot of information, you guys. Should I let a couple more people come in? If they're going to come in, I want them to hear this. Well, they can watch it later. Hey, if they miss out, they miss out. But this is very important. My stalker's here. She's going to be the smartest person on planet Earth when I die. I mean, it's a fact. If you came to me in my life and said, I've always been your stalker, Brady, divided we fall, and handed me an envelope, a stacked envelope, and all my shit transcribed, I'd be like, will you marry me? You'd be like, no, pay me, motherfucker. Yeah, so, oh man, you guys feel for me because I just bit into. I had at the dollar store. They had these at the Dollar General. It's not like a 99-cent store. It's like at least not this one. They had pancake covered like on a blanket. What is the corn dog? But it's a sausage with pancake wrapped around. That's why. And Jemima, that's why this episode is brought to you by. Damn it, Brady can't remember anything. So, and yeah, these are some things that we're going to do. My moral question is this. I want to tell you guys why. Remember when, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you fucking why, okay? And this is I'm going to tie it all up and put a neat little bow on it. And if you're in here right now, you're fucking lucky because this is the time that I'm talking about when Divided We Fall is dropping serious fucking knowledge. Look, I've got connections. And time is not linear. Stacks on top, stacks on stacks, racks on racks. If you're here, you're lucky. That's it. Now, I'm going to start out and say, okay. Do you remember when Las Vegas had the Vegas shooting, right? No one died. It was the bullets came to the speakers. This is my opinion, and I've studied the facts. Trust me, it didn't happen. If it happened the way they said it happened, okay, that area right there would have been about a foot deep with blood and entrails, and obviously that wasn't that. My brother-in-law, boots on the ground. So I've got several boots on the ground and several videos and things that I've delved into as much as I could as far as Vegas. I'll tell you what Vegas was, though. And then I'm going to also tie it in. Do you remember when in Hawaii it said literally all of a sudden everyone got on their fucking cell phones. It goes, emergency alert. All Hawaiian residents. There is an inbound nuclear bomb in the motherfucking air from, it was either China or Russia, it didn't matter. And it will detonate in 15 minutes instead of counting it down, right? You don't act, and then later on they said it was an axe, just someone accidentally pushed the wrong button. No. To put, first of all, it was specific. Second of all, to launch a nuclear, any kind of WMD, weapon of mass destruction, it takes like 5 dudes all at the same time. They have to turn the key. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. And they all, it's not just one. That's why I was like, when Clinton and Hillary were like, oh, when you have your finger on the nuclear button, what's going to happen? I'm like, man, the president just can't push a button and launch a fucking nuke. Are you guys that stupid? Really? And they are. Because they asked the question. We're letting fake news, which is a lie, right? We know they're lying. They get caught in it. Like they're canoeing and then the kids walk by in shorts. It's like they're a few inches deep. I mean, and it's so sad. It's CNN. And then it shows the guy fighting against the wind and then 2 dudes come walking by with shorts drinking big gulps. They're like hyping it up. I remember they did it in Iraq one, and it looked so fake. And it was behind their studio in Atlanta. They're doing this shit all the time, okay, to us, to try and get us to do shit, whatever. Now, next, I'm gonna tie in how they said, oh, that was just a mistake. People were running, man, from their house. They were freaking the fuck out. What would you do? You have 15 minutes left. They're like, I don't know what to do. They're running, right? People, imagine everybody getting a cell phone thing. You're in Hawaii, and it says, incoming intercontinental ballistic missile from Russia, incoming, hitting Maui, the big island, whatever, hitting Hawaii in 15 minutes. It's in the motherfucking air. It said already it's in the air. It's a done deal. Right? So we would have fired back anyway. It automatically fires back. You can't even control it. Anyway, so that happened. Okay. Now, this is around the time I want you to realize how this is around the time. I mean, we're ahead by the what we know of technology that our government has, or that we have seen on TV or in real life and stuff. A lot of it's the government and everything, and and there's also all kind of shit. They're 200 years beyond what we know and have seen and know of. And yes, they trade interdimensionally, and they also trade linear as well as horizontally in timelines. I think that's in my opinion. So, and they bring and they grab something and pull it out, and then it's just like a fucking bill sitting on the steps of Capitol Hill. They sneak all this shit in with it, and we pull it back through. Oh yeah, we learned how to do this, but we also now have these little demon gremlin motherfuckers or some shit, right? And so that's the new norm. And also, Atlantic, the ring around the flat Earth, okay, which is Antarctica, it's a giant ice wall. Okay? And that anywhere you're at on the plane or planet, plane, you're anywhere you point your compass, it's going to point towards the middle, which is the North Pole. And any time you go towards the edge, like a pizza, go towards the crust, that's the South Pole, all the way around the whole thing. So anywhere you are on the South Pole, if you look at your compass, is going to point toward the middle always. And that's why the compass points to the middle north. I burnt my on that hot dog. I burnt my. There's like a skin hanging there. You know how bad that hurts. Anyway, hey, what's up, Dang? I wanted to say also, listen, this is crazy. So here's the link, you guys. It's data mining, okay? Vegas they realize, first of all, that they are going to be the first state and the first city, Vegas, will be the first to usher in the new one world currency. I can guarantee, and cashless currency, I guarantee it. They're already doing it. The reason they did the Vegas hoax, Route 91, and the reason it had to be so real, the people had to think that it was real, just like in the Hawaiian nuclear thing I was just talking about. There's nukes in the air. So what they're doing, listen to this, you guys, as fucking, so it was showing people running at Route 91 Harvest Festival, the ritual, and then also at 9/11 was one. Also but anyway, that one, and then the Hawaiian thing was right around the same time, and they were hoaxes. It never happened, but the people, when it was happening, thought it was real enough for them to think it was real. So if you've ever been scared for your life, literally being hunted by guns or bullets are flying by, whatever, your weird shit comes off your body, like endorphins and all this weird fight or flight type of energy comes out of your pineal gland, adrenaline and shit. So what they did is they scared the fuck out of these people, and then harvested. They had like little drones everywhere above it that are like the mentors from Harry Potter, and they were sucking up people's fear. Okay, fear, like on Monsters Inc. So true. Evil thrives on fear, even if it's fake. That's why this pandemic, even though it's fake, it's still playing on fear, right? So I believe this is another example. But what it's doing is making, the key to immortality, these rich people, they're going to hell. The Queen's 1,500 years old, whatever. They keep getting blood transfusions from young people, and getting young people body parts replaced, and so they keep living. And so that's one of the reasons why they do this. But yeah, I think this whole bullshit thing, it is because of we're having a reset. I think because of I mean, literally about $250,000,000 we owe. It ain't happening, you know. So what happened was, I think they can just go in and print. If you go and buy a house, if you've ever done it, I have. But if you do, and you get a loan for $500,000, and you go into the bank, and he goes, "All right, Brady, hang on, I'll be right back." He comes back, my shiny. Dude, it takes him fucking 10 seconds to print that bitch up. Here you go, $500,000. Cashier's check, baby. I tuck it in my inside pocket, out the door. Where'd the money come from? It's fucking on a thin air? What? You can't run a system like this. I mean, it was only a matter of time before it collapsed. It's a good scheme when you can get it. It's a good work if you can get it. Nothing like that. It's good work if you can get it. It's $1 minimum. This is cool, huh? It's like for Dallas Cowboy fans. Should I? Do you guys like that on there like that? Should I put it on there? Yeah. This is a cool. I just drew a star and cut it out. Like, it's so easy for me to do shit like that. Other people, I mean, it's not that easy. I don't know. Maybe it is that easy. I mean, my niece she's good. I'm serious. My sister's really good too. I am jealous. My sister's got some talent. Oh man, I burnt my fucking tongue so bad. It hurts so bad. Oh, it hurts. Yeah, thanks, man. It's a cool stash bag too. And look at how the tie is. See, you just pull on this, and then it's like, and it's suede on both sides. It's hella soft. It's fucking awesome. And then I might sew something like I might sew this on here. I don't know. I cut things out and just hold on to them. I think that would be cool. Check this out, you guys. I was trying to explain this to you the other day. I bought, when I was at the dollar store, I bought a mountain boots or whatever, the shoestrings. So to make necklaces out of, right? And so I cut these off, the tips, whatever they're called. They're called something, but these, right? And so I cut the tips off, and here's what you do. This tip, the tip of the shoestring, you cut it and with enough, look, see, enough, and then you unravel it like I have done here, okay? So it's a nice, dark looking thing. Then you take a push pin and you go through the back, right? And you push it all the way through the front. So, and you can make this thing, the plastic part a little shorter if you want, or you can leave it long. And then it'll have the needle coming out. And then you put it in this little fucking, in a big pen, right? And it's fucking broken, deadly. Like, you could dip it in poison, or LSD, you know, like fentanyl, anything. So I got 4 darts out of it. Boom, boom. Why am I always making the coolest shit, you guys? Boom, 4 darts. I'll have that finished later. And it's in project after project, 2x2 by 4x6, project. And you know, you guys might not think it's like a lot of stuff. Oh, it's cool the thing, huh? The little blowgun. I'm gonna make my friend does a whittling just for fun, right? And he whittled me actually. I don't. Let's see. I don't know where it is, but he whittled me this like joint holder. Here it is. Thing. Look, see. And I'm gonna be like, dude, give me one straight or a little bit, and then I'm gonna sell them with like a wooden. That way it'll go more with my shit. Like, not. It won't be plastic, and it'll be an actually wooden thing. Look, see. So it's for joints now, but I'll tell them to make it drill it more straighter. You know what I mean? So that's cool. I mean, that was totally. I did those 2 things today. I went to this. I walked up to the store. I fucking. I did a video. You were on it. That's my connection between Bitcoin in Vegas and backscatter machines. That's why they did that in Vegas and the ritualistic part. They always do things where it kills 5 birds with 1 stone, and they have 10 different escape routes. Tom Hanks accepted his Golden Globe right before, Tom Hanks, the Illuminati conspiracy motherfucker, that was in the Dan Brown books, and Angels and Demons and Da Vinci Code. His son has the all-seeing eye. He's doing As Above, So Below and Forrest Gump, and he's doing the fucking Bafflement. In all of his movies, oh my God, there's so much. So, are you trying to tell me that the first person, American or whatever, to get it was Tom Hanks, who was in the movie Terminal, where they say America closed for you, and then there's girls walking by in masks, Asian girls. Oh man, there's so much predictive program. The Terminal, man, Terminal, and the guy goes, America is closed for you, and he goes, America closed? He goes, yeah, America's closed. And then it brought back memories of my very #1 favorite movie of all time, Vacation, the original, where Roy Wally played Wally, his brother, Roy Wally, played Walt Disney or whatever, Roy Disney. He says, I understand. What's his face? Chevy goes, you know how it is. I took the whole, how would you, have you ever taken the whole clan across country, and then you get there and the freaking place was closed? And he goes, we went to Florida one time. He goes, imagine if you went and you got all the way there, and Florida was closed, and Walt Roy Disney or what was it? Yeah, they don't close the state of Florida. Like this guy's fucking high, man. That's how ridiculous this is. That's how ridiculous. In in the movie Vacation, it was ridiculous to close Florida. The notion of closing a state was preposterous. And yet here we are doing it. No problem. Anything else? Can I suck your dick, Uncle Sam, while you're at it and shine your fucking shoes? God, I hate this country. I love the land. And people, I just hate the government. And it's bullshit. I'm so sick of fighting for this. What God gave me in the first place, no one can take away. I'm not doing nothing to nobody. Nobody should fuck with me, man. This Bill Gates. Oh, when Tom Hanks, I'm telling you, you guys understand Tom Hanks is the number one Satanist, pedophile motherfucker in Hollywood, right? I thought he was the nicest guy in the world. No. He's the worst. He's the worst. So is Bob Saget. And notice how they're the big nice guy, the big dork, nice guy, Bob Saget. But yeah, Bob Saget was a sick fuck. So is Tom Hanks. They're both sick fucks. That's what they are. And Tom Hanks getting it. What are the chances? Come on. You know what's scary about Tom Hanks is openly a Freemason. Amazing. Right? Did you know that yeah, I am, because that's my name. It's Three Wolves Speaking. That's my Native American name. If I could turn my camera around, I have all these three wolves. Look at the. Oh, it's not. It's only on a video. Yeah, it's probably your spirit animal. It's my spirit animal, the wolf. I've seen it in peyote visions and shit. One time, yeah, it felt so good. It was like I wasn't even like I don't even know. I was like floating. There was all these wolves around me, and we were like, it was like a dream within a dream. And we were the same. Like I share the spirit of the wolf, and that's my name in Cherokee. On my Cherokee card and everything. So, yeah, and then when I did my medicine cards, where it's like they're animal cards, wolf is my north animal. You pick your two side animals, and then you have your north, south, east, west. North is a wolf, south is an owl. That's awesome. Then I have an otter to the east, and like something else. I think a beaver to the west. And they all mean different things. It's so cool. Medicine cards. You should check them out. They're really cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, in the dream? Oh, I know. And what I was telling you about, I could feel their fur and shit, right? I was pet. You know, though, I'm fucking so hard on myself. Dang, like, but I do all this. I pay my rent. I don't fuck around with that, you know, like, I don't even drink. Um, I work. I am. I mean, do you guys think I'm like I'm not that bad, right? Like, I mean, I'm not doing that bad. There's a lot of people doing worse. I mean, I guess. I mean, considering where I've come from, like I came from like nothing, right? It's not. I just wanted someone's opinion. Like, I know it sucked. Like, I wish, you know, everybody buying houses and shit, but the joke was on them, I guess, right? I shouldn't say that. I had a friend killing himself, like, kind of, while his wife cheating on him probably didn't help it either. And his alcohol problem probably didn't help it either. But he shot himself. I couldn't believe it right in the head. A lot of my friends have, but it was because he had bought a house and everything, and I guess during that fucking housing bubble thing, I guess he had financial problems or something, and he straight up killed himself. And right now, that was a long time ago. Thanks, Jake. I always tell people, I always go, dude, you should write a book. I'm like, I am. I've always, it's like all in different pieces everywhere. Right? Did you hear what I was saying on this thing? I'll say it again. I spent 2 decades. I said Brady, and this is when I wanted to go to a monastery, and I started really questioning with the book. 20 years ago now. And I did. I was going to go to a monastery and be a monk. But I could never take a vow of silence. It's just I didn't do it. But at that time, I fucking oh, during the last 20 years, I had to read your question and then I remembered what I was going to say. No, yeah, but check this out. 20 years ago, I thought that I thought, okay, what's the most important thing as a human being, not as a spiritual, not as a spirit or a soul or anything, just as a human being, as a good person, and anything, what's the most important thing? Is it money? And then I thought, and it was that for a minute, and I thought, yeah, look at like Christopher Reeves and shit. And I'm like, he had all the money in the world and then broke his back, can't do shit, paralyzed from the neck down. And I'm like, it's not money, because you can have all the money in the world and still be fucked. So do you feel what I'm trying to say is like, what is the most important thing you could have that you would always have no matter what? Exactly. That's what I finally, but listen, I thought land. For a long time, 10 years, land was my answer. Real, like, land. That was my answer. But then I thought, I mean, that's what makes me think that these people aren't people at all, or they're hiding shit from us, which probably is more true, and that they can live like hundreds of years and we can't. And that's why they play these multi-generational games, and they're too selfish. They wouldn't do it for a multi-generation, and they'll never see it finished. You know what I mean? They'll never see it come to fruition. But I don't know, man. Yeah, so no, if you didn't ruin it, dang. I was trying to slowly tell you. I went through a bunch of them. I went through land, which is a good one. Okay. You gotta. I had like. I went to like a several, and if you would have fucking ruined it, I could have worked up to it. And you would have understood. But now that you went in and ruined my teaching, my whole class. Fine. Class is dismissed. Mr. Dank, can I see you in my office after this hour? I'm just kidding. I can't remember what the other ones were anyway. But yeah, it's time, man. And literally though, but I thought about it serious. And you know what too though? Is also it's not even time. I'm going beyond it now. I just now had a revelation, Dank, right here because of what you said. It's not time. I'm changing up. It's another 10-year change up. It's not time because time doesn't exist. Didn't we already establish that? Time is man-made. Time doesn't exist. Clocks exist. Time is man-fucking-made. Read the book. I told what's his name and he read it. The Timekeeper. Time is man-made. So no, we're wrong, bro. We're fucking wrong. Wow. Now what? God? But I said, remember, I said, living as a human being, not as a spiritual being, but just as a spiritual being, but as with the physical limitations of being an earthly right now. And I thought, well, dude, I just changed it right now. And I've had time was down for 10 years. I just now changed it. It's not time. It's not. I died for 3 minutes and came back during my blood when I got my blood transfusion. Do you see why though? Because time really is just numbers that someone came up with. It's not really something that is there. Like you can't discover it. You can't build it. You can build a clock, sure. We don't understand time. We don't even know. Like you always hear the fabric of the space time continuum, which is a fabric, like a blanket. It's not even, it's waves and all different ways. It's like crazy. So we live in they say time, a space and time reality. Oh my God, I'm going to go outside. The moon's out. Listen, I'm so glad I remember to tell you guys this. Last night, I went out and I was like, this thing, everyone's saying it's Venus. Fuck no, this shit is still out before the goddamn sun goes down, right? And it's always right below and over from the moon, and it's so bright. And the way I can tell planets from stars is stars twinkle. Planets are solid colors, or solid whatever. And then, and so it's so bright that it almost hurts your eyes, and I'm not kidding. And it's right, and so last night it wasn't there, but in its place was this one of those red, white, and blue like crystal ball things. It went like bloop, and did some weird shit, and like I don't know. Man. I'm gonna go check it out. All right, you guys. Think about that. I had a revelation. It's not time. We got is time. Go to jail. I wish for fucking patience. I asked God for patience and I went to jail. I swear to God. I love you guys. think about all that shit. Crazy.